it's not just a basketball thing. It's a I don't like North Posey thing. What are we going to do to try to beat them? And it just doesn't matter what.
It's going to be a 32-minute war. Okay, war. Are you willing to do what it takes to win the war? Are you able to execute, do what we're asking for 32 minutes? And are you ready when your number's called? That right there to me is what war is about tonight.
Name's Joe Newcomb, head basketball coach here at Mount Vernon. Grew up in a small town very similar to Mount Vernon, Salem, Indiana, a couple hours from here. Grew up the son of a basketball coach, so this has kind of always been in my blood. Had the opportunity to grow up around the game, learn an absolute ton from my dad, and feel very, very honored and privileged to have had those opportunities to grow up in a gym. You know, I think when you grow up in Indiana, basketball always means something to you, and to have that opportunity to be around the game of basketball from a really young age, it's something I'll always cherish and be thankful
Just so
for.
I don't forget to say it after practice, please tell all your parents 5:45 tomorrow. Okay, we're going to be on the floor till 5, and I'll make sure we get a good lift in after practice. Okay, at 5 to about 5:45, 45. Okay. Player up there. 1, 2, 3,
I think that's the hardest part as a coach is how do you emulate what you're doing in practice to make it game-like, you know, and when you don't have a ton of depth that knows what it's like to play varsity basketball, that can be difficult. So we as coaches try to do as good a job as we can of when there's opportunities to go good on good, we go good on good. And then as we start preparing here today and tomorrow, making sure we understand all of what they're trying to run offensively and the sets they're trying to run, what they're trying to get through those actions, and then how we're going to guard all of that stuff. You know, and the better job that we do as coaches of putting those guys in the exact right positions and what they're trying to do offensively and talking through each and every one of their sets and their different looks, all that does is then it helps train us then by Friday night, hopefully understand, hey, we see this coming. It may be quicker, it may be more physical, but we've worked on this movement all week. Now we know how to guard it and what we're going to do, and it hopefully then by then it's habit, you know. So that's really what we try to do is go over those things to where we understand everything, and then when it shows up on Friday night, we got coaches yelling what's coming, and we're able to defend it.
Good practice, good stuff. Hey guys, I am him. Player on 3. 1, 2, 3, player. Let's go.
So the paint touch drill, you get a point for every time you touch the paint with the ball. You get 2 points for an offensive rebound, and you get to score regular 2s and 3s anytime the ball goes in. You as a defender only get a point for a stop. That's hard to win.
See it? Box. Good job going to get it. Washington last week, went and watched them last night at Boonville. A couple of things that really stick out to me as we start talking about North Posey. Both games, they've had really good starts. Like both games. Last night they were up 10-2 or 10-4 on Boonville. They were up, they got 6-8 on Washington. And part of why they've started well is Ship has started well. I think we have to do a really good job from the beginning of making him uncomfortable, all right? And not allowing him to be in a rhythm early, and then also not allowing Graff to get downhill and get to the free throw line and allow him to feel good about things early on.
I think I watched them twice down in person, and North Posey is always a team that's going to play really physical. They're always a team that's just going to play really hard, and you've got to match those two things and exceed those two things, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. And obviously the Graff kid and the Ship kid, those two guys I think are the core of what they're trying to do offensively. You know, Graff does a great job of getting into the paint and trying to draw fouls and getting to the rim and finishing. You know, it's not always pretty, but he's just a guy who gets the job done. And it's something I respect as a coach is you've got to do a good job and game plan around how you're going to keep him out of the paint. Because if you let him get in the paint, he's going to get you into foul trouble, and he's going to have 20 or 25 on you. And if you do that, you're in trouble. You know, the Ship kid, young man who can score in a variety of ways. You know, I think he can score off the bounce and pull up off ball screens. He's a young man who can do a good job of getting to the rim and using a pull-up or getting to the rim and trying to finish through contact. He's a good free throw shooter. He's a guy that can score really at all three levels. And when you have a guy that can score at 2 and 3 levels, that makes it difficult. And you've got to have a good game plan as to how you're going to contain him and make him do things that he doesn't want to. You know, I think obviously he doesn't have a lot of size. We're going to put some length on him and see if we can bother him with some length. And then the key thing to us that we've talked about all week and will continue to is we have to eliminate paint touches. Just bottom line.
Ship 12, Nico, you'll start on him. Nash will be on him a lot as well. Okay, start with length. We just talked about it in here. He has not had length on him yet. I think that will bother him. Okay, he's always hunting scoring opportunities. He's averaging 20 and a half a game. Okay, 5 of 13 from three-point, but then a really good free throw shooter. We have to make sure he shoots contested shots all night. Okay, whether that be when he drives, contested twos. When he decides he's going to pull up off a ball screen, it's got to be a contested shot. In transition, we have to communicate. If for whatever reason he crashed glass and he's late getting back, somebody has to pick him up. He's really good, I think, in transition of getting to like 12, 15 feet pulling up or getting to the three-point line and kind of heel-toeing in rhythm. We can't allow those shots for him. So you just need to try to do it. When we say to those guys, hey, we got a lot of guys in here, when we tell you that's who you are, read what they are as a player and try to emulate the best that you can to your abilities in practice, okay? And then I've also, who'd you say? Let's go over those again.
Myers 12,
okay.
Bryce is 24, Nate 45, Ryan 23, and Logan 21.
Okay.
Grant, who moved down here this past summer, which is my younger brother, he had been coaching in the McCutcheon district up by Lafayette, which is a 4A program which has had a lot of success over the years. He was the 8th grade coach up there the last 2 or 3 years. Now a 5th grade teacher at West. I think that's an important piece of him trying to make some connections with our youth so that we can continue to build that. But then having the opportunity to work with him. You know, I remember I'm the oldest and he's the youngest in our family. And I remember leaving for college and he was in 3rd or 4th grade. So I never really got to watch him grow up as a player and as a person. And now having that opportunity, it's really cool, you know. And basketball, like I said, is in our blood. And I think it's one of those things that it's always been a connection for us. And now getting the opportunity to do that, it's pretty special. The connection, though, that I have with sport and my family, I think is something that it's almost hard to put into words. You know, growing up and having my dad as an idol and having a guy that I thought was nothing but a class act in everything that he did, and having a family watch that, that's who I want to be. There's nothing better, excuse me, than watching my kids after a ball game run up and give me a hug. You know, there's hours, there's days that I don't get to see them, but those moments make it all worth it. You know, and I know sometimes I'm an emotional person. You know, I get emotional, but that's why I do this, is for the lessons, the bonds, the everything that come from the game. And if it wasn't for that, well, why do sport?
Hey, let's just go. We're on offense. Okay, they're retreating 1-2-2. Okay, they're going to do a better job tonight of starting back behind, so they're not giving up layups. If we have an opportunity to attack, by all means, we want to. Okay, just like normal. If we don't, and they're in a 1-2-2 in the half court, we're 2-1-2. Okay, to begin with, let's go Duke and Nash up top, Jackson and Brady on the bottom, Nico in the middle. Okay, let's be sharp here. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Let's go. Let me see you up there.
Hey, this one.
Is that moving or anything?
I don't feel it right now.
Okay. A lot of times that's just a tenderness too. You all right? You hit on the ball?
I hit on the floor.
You all right? No, I don't see any blood. Is it loose?
I don't know. What happened last time?
That's what happened last time? Good. Okay, white, we're on defense. Gray, you're in North Posey sets right here. Here we go. Here we go. Well, Nico was setting a tone. I thought Nico did a really good job of coming out and we talked about playing hard and talked about diving on the floor, and he got a loose ball and got an extra possession for us, but unfortunately he banged his tooth on the floor. Obviously, I don't think it's a big deal, but it's one of those things that kind of tenses you up for a second. So, but honestly, to me, that we set a tone. And I think other guys, you saw how many guys we have diving on the floor in practice. If you don't do it in practice, you're not going to do it in a game. So, it's just part of it. Just a little mishap, and it'll be all right.
Bobby.
Okay, everybody, I can get dressed. If you need a shower real quick, 5:30, you need to be in a little bit before 5:30, about 20 minutes to get in there. Okay, so you're not leaving and doing anything. Get yourself showered. If you don't want to shower and be smelly, smell like Nash's shoes, that's fine. The dumpster.
Wait. Hey, how's it going, Coach? How's it going? Simmer down, Nash.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's pipe down.
Tomorrow, okay, everyone, khakis and polos to school and game. Okay, khakis and varsity quarter zips. Guys that are going to West tomorrow, I have jerseys for you. Okay, if you want to wear something else to West, that's fine. And then I'll talk to you three that are going to make sure you guys have an idea of what we're doing down there. When we come back, everybody needs to be here by at 5 o'clock. Okay, you don't need to be here at 4 o'clock before a game. Okay, part of beginning as far as understanding how to get ready for a game is you need to have a routine before games. Okay, when you're here at 5 o'clock, okay, varsity or JV can be out here till about 5:15. Then you need to get off the floor, go into the locker room, and coach will talk to you around 5:30. The rest of you varsity guys, you're out here until they take the floor, shoot and get yourself in a routine. Okay, as soon as that's over with, JV comes out, we're getting dressed. 6 guys get dressed back behind the bench before tip of the JV game. Okay, JV guys during the varsity game. Game's over, get yourself dressed. You need to be back here behind the bench before tip. Halftime and into the game, all JV guys need to be in the locker room. Okay, it just needs to be an expectation. All right.
Anything else I'm missing as far as home game stuff?
As far as like Coach said, a routine, do whatever you do as a player, and this is not like a joking matter. Do whatever you have to do as a player to feel comfortable. Get a routine, whatever it is, but feel comfortable when you get out here. Don't feel like you're all tired, like I got to do this. Just be comfortable. Whatever that routine is, whether it's you have 2 different ones for road games and home games, whatever it is, feel comfortable when you come out here. Don't feel like you're all uptight and you got to come out here and you got to do certain.
It's a basketball game.
Just relax. It's just another game.
Okay, enjoy the experience. Okay, I think make sure before you get here at 5 o'clock tomorrow, you get your film watched. Okay, everybody's shared. The Boonville clips are added to the end of those playlists, so everything's on there. Make sure you watch those clips. If you have questions or whatever, let me know, and be ready to go tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot of fun. Sorry, I've talked for a long time. I'm sorry.
Play I heard on 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Why you stare?
You know, and Friday morning we're going to West to try to create connections with our young kids. You know, we've got to do a better job, and this falls on me, of creating connections with all of our elementary kids as basketball players so that they want to be basketball players. You know, I think there's been a disconnect in our district of everybody kind of gets on an island, and it's easy to do when you have 3 elementaries that are not connected to the high school. We as a program have got to start doing a better job of getting down there and being visible, you know, and Friday night having the opportunity for the West kids to get in free, and we'll have 3 or 4 basketball players down there in the morning with their jerseys on, so hopefully they remember what numbers they were. We're going to try to have a couple of kids dunk the basketballs and things in the morning if they can do it. You know, we'll see if they have their morning legs ready to go, but like trying to make things fun for our elementary kids so that they want to come be a part as well. You know, and as you do that, it's really neat to watch the kids get excited.
It's like I said that.
It's like I just said that.
I hate you. I'll check.
Bro, how you gonna be in the 95th percentile for girls doing push-ups if you can do 12 push-ups, bro? I must be in the 95th percentile for girls in 5th grade.
Oh, he went to West with me and then got homeschooled 4th grade year. Oh, no way.
This is 4th grade?
Yeah, Jackson, this is you. No, this isn't 4th grade.
That is good.
Wait, this is 3rd grade.
Yeah, this is good.
Get the Travis outfit on.
Bro, let's look for some of these other kids that like were
Oh, there's
alone.
Cortez.
Tez.
Bro, let's see. Oh, shoot. Where's over here? This is Tonus. You can see Tony.
Hayden Vanderveer.
Okay, I look like I just got out the clink. I look like I just got out the clink.
Oh my gosh.
I look like a menace. I look like a menace, bro.
Is this Tony Thompson?
Huh?
Tony Thompson.
Yeah.
Do they have pictures this year on the walls?
Yeah.
Let's go to this year.
This year's? Why? We don't know anybody.
Well, we haven't
Yeah,
met
but
anybody
Nash. I'm trying to find that girl that's in love with him.
yet. Show it.
I don't know anybody.
Show me signing stuff right now.
We got 2020 up.
Nah, the 2022 one is over there.
Wait.
Right when we came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't even know anybody.
Nico, you know this guy?
Yeah, that's Watts.
Yeah. Oh my. He plays basketball.
He's in.
Can we compare the pictures?
Let's go.
Hey, we gotta go back.
Let's go.
We're getting scary.
This is Sherman. what we're going to ask you is you're in the middle right here. If you could just spread out just a little bit. Spread out just a little bit. All right. So we're going to start with a slow clap, and we're just going to speed it up. And just go with us.
Let's go ahead and start dismissing back to our classrooms.
Yes, I did. Didn't I make the dunk?
Yeah, I went through.
Oh, that's what I said. That's what I said. No, bro. I hate those balls because I thought it was going to pop out.
I did too, actually.
Did it seem like I got up there? Ray, come on, bro. You so hey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mount Vernon High School basketball with a face-off against the North Posey Vikings tonight. You're listening to 98.9 FM WPIW and 106.7 FM WNPI or PoseyCountyRadio.com.
All right. Matchups here just real quick. Okay, Brady on drive. Remember, he likes to go right. Play without fouling. All right. 4 free throws max next time. All right. Keep him off the glass. Nico shift. Okay. Don't want him to be going early. Okay. Every time he has the ball screen on the wing, he is abusing it. All right. Gotta have that in your mind. Okay. Duke, you got Schmidt, 23. Okay. Looks to board hard. Okay. Find him. Hit him. Go get it. All right. Every time. Nash Stone, okay, really active in the screen game, okay, so you have to be communicative, okay. Every screen you got to be the loudest one on the court, all right. Remember on Duke, when he sets that screen, it's blitz every time, all right. Jackson, you got 45, okay. Catch and shoot, pretty quick release, don't let him get going, all right. Where's that is, okay, don't let him get going.
Okay, talked about a scouting board. It's going to be a 32-minute war. Okay, war. Are you willing to do what it takes to win the war? Are you able to execute and do what we're asking for 32 minutes? And are you ready when your number's called? That right there to me is what war is about tonight. Willing, able, and ready. I know that we're ready. Let's go beat their Plan on 3. 1, 2, 3, plan. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Nat.
Posey. Nico wins the touch. So Stone, now it's back to 23, Austin Schmidt. Up to Graff now. Graff's reloading. It's to, nice drive from the right side, Austin Schmidt. Jackson tried to charge, did not do it. Shot was contested. North Posey comes up with a rebound. Graff down the lane. Hits the layup. 4-0 North Posey. Four minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first. Graff dribbles it up the court. Nice long pass down onto the baseline. Shot missed by North Posey player. Graff takes a three-pointer and nails it. Beautiful shot. He's got a quick release on that three-pointer too. Jackson Graff has it. Kicks it over to the right. Now Jackson Graff's got it back up high. He's guarded by Nash Hostetler. He asks for a little bit of a clear out. He's going to try and drive down lane. Passes over to the left side to Kyle Walken. Walken gets it up underneath and puts it in. 9-6 North Posey. North Posey inbounds the ball. Kraft's got it down to the right side. Oh, nice underneath pass to Walken. Walken slipped off the screen and puts him up 13-6. North Posey is ahead.
I want Jackson, Duke, Brady, Nico, and Nash. Okay, when we reverse this, we got to drive this gap and shrink it. When we reverse it, Jackson, if you'll come ball screen this, we can get downhill, you can roll, we'll get layups then. Okay, but we can't be out here side to side. Shrink it, reverse it, ball screen that X, get downhill and roll. Okay, you catch this guy helps. Don't just hang out here. Okay, go to the bucket. They fly at you, drive. We got to be sharper down there. We're in a hurry. There's no need to be in a hurry. Slow down. Okay, trust yourself and things will fall. We are 20 defense right now. We got to rebound. Okay, let's go. Act my heart.
High left to Hostetter. Nico takes a real deep three. No good. Rebound fought for. Schickel comes out with it. Gets it to Dukowitz. High on the right. Dukowitz diagonal cross-court pass. Schickel picks up an errant pass and puts in a 15-footer outside the left elbow. Nico over to Campbell. Campbell hits a three-pointer right in front of the North Posey bench. 22-19 Mount Vernon. Nico's dribbling, picks up a screen from Schwartz. Now Schwartz rolls off the screen, takes a 15-footer, and hits it. 24-19 Mount Vernon. Timeout North Posey.
Minutes. Need it. Let's go attack. Let's go attack.
I just what's happening is
They come to screen, right?
they're no.
In.
Is that what you're...
No, but I'm saying we're giving up too much. Like Nico's shooting us a ball, and we come to screen, and there's too much space, and then they jump to right here. What if we just ghost that? Go up the
We
screen.
haven't worked on it at all, though.
We tried it yesterday. At least he gets a concept of it.
Who, Nico?
Nico.
Is that what you're saying? Him ghost it?
No, the screener. And you can run Nico to it. I would just put Nico there. They both jump, and then he's right downhill right away. See what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just getting. They just go right here, and they're like, okay, well, they switched it, so now I'm just going to dribble this way instead of still trying
So
to.
part of that is our screening angle, isn't it?
No.
No, you don't think so? I think we're out here like this, forcing people. Like, I think we need to start screening flatter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't we need to start coming out here flatter, and we can start getting downhill on that, even if they switch it? Or if they switch it, then we can rescreen, and now we're getting downhill.
Because I think our angle is automatically taking us that way.
I think you're right on that.
So we got to open up a little.
Some things that we got to clean up. We have to have awareness of who we're guarding. Okay, so a 45 standing here where he loves to shoot it. Okay, we help on a drive. I can't be lackadaisical, get back and close out on him. This area and this area is Fader's spots to shoot. Okay, but I'm guarding Ship. Okay, and I'm sitting here just hanging out, and they pass it, and I sit here like this. That's unacceptable. Okay, you have to have awareness of who you're guarding. That's mental engagement. We got to be better in those two areas right there. Those two guys, he hit one completely unguarded, he hit one completely unguarded, just not being locked in. Okay. Where are you at? You got to be smart. Can I trust you to start this out? Yes. I'm trusting you. Okay? Get the job done. Be smart. You can't be undisciplined and leave your feet. Okay? You know better than that. Okay. We got to get you downhill. We're going to go Buckeye to start. Everybody got good on Buckeyes. Okay? Downhill. I like the refusal of that. Okay? Get to the ring, get yourself some free throw line if you need to. Okay? When we go 2 sprint, one thing that we got to be better at, we'll get back to 2 sprint. Okay? Say we have Brady, Jackson, Nico, Nash, and Duke. Okay? We hit and we get away. Okay? This guy we talked about, we're screening like this. So now we're coming off like this. And that's why we have to settle. Because we're giving these guys that are coming off bad angles to attack.
Over to the left side, that's Wathen. Wathen gets into the paint, little pirouette move, did not get it. That was now Dukowitz. Dukowitz way up ahead to Jackson Bowers, does it up and under the basket, hits it 29-24 Mount Vernon. Falls up high to Stone. Stone over to the right to Ship. Ship back left to Austin Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive, kicks it over to the right to Liam Stone. He just drove in with pump fake, gets up and put it in to take a 30-29 lead North Posey. And gets the ball back now after the first pass. He drives down. He's taking Dukowitz to the baseline. He's under the basket. This is in heavy traffic. Shipper gets the rebound. He just holds it. Okay, now it's to Campbell. Campbell crosses the timeline. He got to get a 25-footer off and banked it in at the corner. He banked it in. It was a desperation. 37-35. North Posey at the end of 3.
Let's go this right here.
Let me be a screener. Put Jackson going.
This is what I want. I want Nico, Nash. Nico's our lag. Brady, Jack, and Jackson. We're dribble pushing this. As soon as you see dribble push, I want invert action. Okay? Coming top. Okay? Hit pinch post. Jackson's getting downhill. Okay? If Jackson, if you don't get the handoff, I want you to go corner. I want everybody to stay clear, and I want you to attack. Make Jackson's man make a decision. Now listen. We're 13 right now on makes. Here's our matchup area. Sit down so you can see. I want Jackson. I want Nico. I want Nash. I want Jack, and I want Brady. Okay, I want you to go be a thief back there. You're on the bottom. Okay, let's go. Come on, fellas, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 5. Let's go, get a stop. Travel. Go! Foul, everyone! Run! Push, let's go! Run, get out of there! Get out of there, Chick! Push through! Hey, same day! Same day! Go! Motion, move! Motion, move! Hey! 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 Box diagonal! 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 Brady, diagonal! Swing to it! Space! Hey, 13!
gets it to Wathen. Wathen crosses the timeline. He's picked up by Campbell. That's a height. That's Austin Schmidt. Schmidt drives baseline, gets it in. Nice up and under move by Schmidt. He's going to attack, top of the key, little shake and bake, sells for a free throw jumper and drills it.
That's on me, isn't it?
Chip down to Schmidt. Back to Graff. Back up high to Stone. Now a deep three. And that three was by Island Rock.
Timeout. Go Pioneer. No, we got time. You can run. Have a seat, full. Have a seat. Go Pioneer. Okay, let's run Pioneer right here. Now we don't have to have a three. Okay, we don't have to have a three. Okay, let's go Brady, Jackson, Brady, Nash, Nico, Duke, you're taking it out. Okay, we're screening right here. You're coming off. You guys are setting an elevator. Nico's coming here, we're hitting. Okay? If it's open, sure. If not, okay, if not, Brady, you're getting away. I'm sorry, Jackson, you're getting away. Brady, you're setting a ball screen. Okay? Now, what is open right here, when we get into this ball screen action, slip that right away, we can take two. Don't settle. Hey, flood! Flood! Go, enter it, let's go! Timeout! Let's go. Jet, go, get Swartz. Good rebound. Okay, they haven't fouled again, so understand that if you feel like they're coming to grab you, shoot it, okay? We're gonna go, I wanna get the ball in, okay? So let's stack it, Nico and Nash, get the ball in. I don't care which one gets it. As soon as we get it in, I wanna go flat right away, okay? Let's go. Nash has the ball. I want Nico, Jack, I want Brady, and Duke. Okay, as soon as we come here and attack, okay, instead of it being regular flat, this is what I want. Jack, Brady, you guys are setting a stagger from Nico to this corner. As soon as that happens, Duke, you're setting a screen from Jack there. You're reading this. If that's open, yes. If not, we're wanting to kick. For one reason or another, it's a 1-point game. Okay, I want to pick the ball. We're rolling it hard so we have to stop the clock. Okay, no timeout. Here we go, right into it.
Good luck, okay? Hey, good game, Coach. I'm excited to watch you get in January.
We talk about if you're willing to put it all on, you put yourself in a position. Put it all on tonight. I think we did. I thought we played very well. However, we didn't execute worth an absolute hoot tonight. Okay? We got guys that don't pay attention to what we're in, or we got guys that don't listen to the timeout and we screw it up. Or we run something and we got guys in the wrong spots. Or we turn it over twice, tight. Or we don't understand who we're guarding. Execution. It's as simple as that. Okay? If we execute at a higher level, we win the game. Everybody knows that. We execute that. Okay? The other thing with that is, we as a group offensively are way too helter-skelter. Way too much 1 and 2 pass and chuck, 1 and 2 settle. Okay? One of the keys offensively was what? What was it? Good versus great. We took a lot of, honestly, crap shots tonight. It's not going to get the job done. Okay, we have to be better and demand better from one another. Okay? We can't settle. We can't settle. Okay? We played our butts off. I firmly believe that. But in order for us to grow quickly, we have a lot of youth and experience here. It's not going to be an excuse. If you don't understand the playbook, you have to spend, if it takes hours, you spend hours on it. So that you know it like the back of your hand. So that when it's a 1 and 2 point game, we don't have, oh shoot. We didn't execute box 3 right at all 3 times. And it was a layup every single time we executed because the guy that was guarding him out of bounds was lost. That's why you're able to catch it in front of him twice. But we had guys in the wrong spot and we didn't upstream. And then we sure didn't get a stagger. I'm telling you, like, when we watch, we'll understand. We have random people taking the ball out of bounds. Who takes the ball out of bounds? Who? Jackson or Brady? Jackson or Brady? Brady, unless they tell you otherwise, is taking it out right now, like we talked about yesterday in practice. We shouldn't have Duke or Nico or Nash or Jack or Swartz taking it out. And that sounds stupid, but that's a simple thing that ends up getting us out of whack in our press break. We had no middle all night long.
Well, I think that's part of the unfortunately, I think that's part of the process of us becoming a consistent winner and us being a consistent competitor each and every year is we've got to climb to start beating those teams every year, beating North Posey. You know, I think that's something that Coach Hallington had done a really good job of establishing a program. When I had gotten here, that was his 5th or 6th year, and he had a really good team his first couple years. Last year was one of those back and forth battles. Up there, we got up, got in foul trouble, and lost tight one late. Here, we're up, we bank in a 3 to take a lead, we don't get a rebound off a free throw. It goes back to, it's like one play here or there. But I think it's one of those things, when those things happen against you, all it does is drive you more. You know, and I think everybody in our locker room remembers the feeling of getting beat. I don't really need to talk about it, you know, and there's certain games as a coach you worry about whether or not you're going to be locked in, whether or not you're going to be prepared. I don't have to worry about that for Friday. I know that our group will be fully engaged mentally, understand what we're trying to do. I know they'll have a ton of energy. I know that there's an extra gear to us in regards to the motivation of trying to have the feeling of winning. I mean, I remember when we beat them at home 2 years ago. It's just a different feeling when you come in and beat those guys. And I think our group understands that, and that there is a motivation in itself to make sure you leave it on the line and put yourself in a position to win. You know, unfortunately, we're not going to win all the close ones, you know, but we have to continue to put ourselves in those spots every year, and then eventually they'll start flipping our way. All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Riley.
No problem. Thank you.
You bet.